Hi, today I want to review Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. Cannery Row is about a small Californian fishing town of said name where nothing much happens, and yet whatever does happen is beautiful. It has quite a cast of characters. You have Lee Chong, the grocery store owner. You have Henry the painter, and you have Doc, the marine biologist, and then you have a group of men called Mac and the Boys. There's all sorts of people that you meet, and they're all very different from one another. I would say the story primarily follows Mac and the Boys, a group of drifters that live in an old fish meal house, and as well as it follows Doc, the marine biologist. Doc is greatly admired by Mac and the Boys, and so the story goes is that they want to throw him a party. And nothing goes the way they want it to. There's little instances here and there. Some have said Cannery Row is written without plot, but it has a lot of meaning behind the writing. Yes. Sorry. I think what we have here is a beautiful picture of human kindness and warmth towards one another. The writing, I found it quite poetic, actually. It was really lyrical and smooth. When I was reading it, I felt warm, like physically warm. It's like you're sitting in the sun reading this book. It's really beautiful. And I wasn't expecting that. I really enjoyed Of Mice and Men and The Grapes of Wrath. I wouldn't say this book is the same at all. It has moments of darkness in it, but it's always offset by beautiful, colorful descriptions and humor. It has quite a bit of humor in it, too. The characters in this book are very realistic and personable, and I think it's because John Steinbeck wrote them as neither being good or bad. There's a really good description of the characters in the beginning of the book. Its inhabitants are, as the man once said, whores, pimps, gamblers, and sons of bitches, by which he meant everybody. Had the man looked through another peephole, he might have said saints and angels and martyrs and holy men, and he would have meant the same thing. I really like that quote. One of my favorite things about this book was that it is filled with quotes that stick in your mind. I really like this one as well. The things we admire in men, kindness and generosity, openness and honesty, understanding and feeling, are the concomitants of failure in our system. And those traits we detest, sharpness, greed, acquisitiveness, meanness, egotism, and self-interest, are the traits of success. And while men admire the quality of the first, they love the produce of the second. Someone who has difficulty reading the classics, it wasn't too much trouble. That about sums up my experience with Cannery Row. I really want to thank you for watching my first video. Hooray! And I'll see you later, okay? Bye.